Hello, and welcome. Welcome to your Croatian coach. I am going to be coaching you on some real life issues. If you think you're just going to be bombarded with a bunch of bullshit comments like, boy, you really knocked it out of the park, doing great, positive thinking, all of that, it's nice, fine, but you're not going to find it here. So if that's what you're looking for, I'm afraid you've come to the wrong place, because we are going to really be dealing with heart issues. That's right. We're going to drop it from here down to here. So about 16 to 18 inches. And then we're going to deal with heart issues that will make you the best version of yourself, without the cliches, without the words, without the, well, as you can see, I don't have a tie, a shirt. I don't have an office, but outside is my background. That's what I want you to feel. I want you to be listening to the reality of making the best life that you can give to your friends and family, and be the best version of you. And that's why I entitled this, hey, the Croatian coach, but we're dealing with the best version of you. That's our goal. We want to make you the best you can be. And if you are, then you too, in turn, will be a leader in the community, and you will take care of things. Because why? Because we've hardwired directly into your heart. You don't have to worry about thinking anymore. You don't have to worry about taking notes. If you're a note taker, fine, take notes. But you want to listen, and this is designed so that if you're driving on the way to work and you got 20 minutes, great. You can listen to an episode, and then you can digest it throughout the day, and then you got a choice to make. You're either going to say yes and, change your life, or you can say, nah, I like my life the way it is. And in that case, I'm useless. I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to be able to help you at all. But if you have a hard attitude and you're saying, I'm sick of my life. I'm sick of how I've made these bad decisions. I'm tired. I just need some help. I want to finish strong. Doesn't matter how old you are, right? You could be in high school listening to this and saying, yes, that's the life I want to make. I'm going to learn from this old fart's mistakes. This Croatian coach, he's been through tough times. He started off in a communist country. I mean, come on, how bad can that be? It just gets worse and worse and worse. We had to escape in the middle of the night, like I said in the introduction. That's where my life started. My mom and dad, they wanted to better their children's lives by bringing us to America, right? It's beautiful. I mean, it's a wonderful story. They had to leave everything behind. They just built a nice house. They did everything for their kids, but they felt that the best thing that they can do is to take their children out of communist Yugoslavia. And that's what they did. In the middle of the night, we escaped, and no turning back. I love my cousins. I've got about 300 cousins in Croatia, but I love them all. Love the country. If you haven't visited, for heaven's sake, we just went to Split the other year, and we took a cruise along the Adriatic Sea. Man, that is beautiful, beautiful countryside. So either way, love Croatia, love my cousins, but America is my home. And so I want to encourage you to be grateful and thankful that you live in America. I mean, right? Nobody asked you if you wanted to be born, nor, hey, which parents? I want those billionaire parents. No, it's just assigned. And I believe you me, I had the greatest parents a man could have. I was born in 1960. In 68, we escaped from Yugoslavia, went to Germany, and then from Germany, we came here. So anyways, long story short, love America, love Croatia, but more importantly, I love to teach you so that at 64, I can tell you principles that you can achieve. It's your decision. I can't force you to do anything other than recommend and suggest, hey, don't do as I did. I lost a fortune. I was like 21 years old. I started my company when I was 15, and then some accountant from Touche wanted in on it, so he gave me some money, and then of course he told me to just sell it to him. So I sold him for 250 grand at 21. Man, I thought that was a great deal. And then sure enough, then you start learning life, which is what I'm going to teach you right now. The things to stay away from. Stay away from fancy accountants and lawyers who are wanting to buy your business. Stay away from them. They mean nothing but trouble. I mean, there are some good, honest, lawyers and stuff. Although I got a joke for you. Peter and Satan were talking, and Peter says, "Hey, Satan, you better fix this fence that's dilapidated, or else we're gonna get our lawyer." And Satan, of course, laughed, and he said, "Where are you gonna get a lawyer?" But I digressed. Okay, so as you can see, it's comedy. We're gonna teach you principles of life. I'll be a life coach, yes, but it's going to be through comedy, because life is comedy. So much of life, you're scratching your head saying, "Oh my God, how did I get into this?" So either way, welcome. We're glad to have you. And we're going to get right into the teaching principles, things to stay away from. 1, stay away from attorneys and stay away from accountants. Anyone that's a millionaire that wants to buy your company, here's lesson number 1 that I learned. My accountant said, "Well, I got deeper pockets. I'm not going to pay you the $250. I'm looking at him. "What do you mean you're not going to pay? But the judge ordered you to pay." "Doesn't matter. You have to sue me to collect." What? I have to sue you to collect? But I thought that's what court was all about. I already sued you. I want my money. He laughed at me, right? Here I was, a 21-year-old, and he was a 60-year-old, and he just laughed at me. "No, I got bigger pockets. I'm not going to pay you." And of course, I learned my lesson. He's right. Yes, I could have got someone else to take care of it and sue and all that stuff, but then I would be in prison. That's what I learned. Because I thought about it day after day after day. How can I get my money? How can I get my money? And all of a sudden you find that, no, you're the one in prison, not that millionaire. He doesn't care. He sleeps great at night. He knows this 21-year-old isn't going to do anything because he cannot retain an attorney, because that's what they told me. Okay, well, give me 10 grand, retain me. And I live 3 doors down from his attorney, and I'll have a chat with him, and we'll work things out. You live 3, what? Say that again. "Oh yeah, no, I live 3 doors down from the other guy's attorney. I know him, and we'll work things out. But I need that 10 grand. Give me that 10 grand, right?" I was shocked. I just thought we went to court once, and that was it. He was forced to pay me. So first lesson, never go into a bunch of contracts, unless it's 0.123. You pay me this much, I give you my business. No business until the money's deposited in my bank account, right? You got to keep it simple. And they'll give you like 60-page essays of, and this and thus, and no, just say no. Okay? I went through this. I am 64 years old. I know that it's not worth the fight. Because why? It wasn't about me making a point and showing him that I outsmarted him at 21. Well, no. He outsmarted me at 60. That's the honest truth. And that's the thing about our time together. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened to me. I'm okay to expose my stuff, because if I can expose it and stop another young 21-year-old from, doing whatever bad decisions that I made, then I feel that my life is fulfilled in that segment of my life. Unless I went through it, how in the world would I know to be able to share it with you now as your Croatian coach, right? So, bear with me. Please don't be upset with me. if I say things, obviously I don't know you. I don't know if you're already gone through that or you haven't gone through that. So I'll just kind of lay it out. It'll be very systematic, but you'll know that what I say is the truth, not sugar-coated, and it's the basics right out here in nature. We're just going to do natural things to communicate with you so that I can coach you into making the right decisions and not the wrong decisions. And actually, life, if you really think about it, it is filled with yes or no. Am I going to do this? Yes or no. We have snippets. If you review your life, you could, whatever it is that you want to think about, you go through your brain, right? And you'll see snippets of time in your life. Some are good, some are horrible experiences, but nonetheless, they're snippets. And that's why I love when people say on the movies there, oh, my life flashed before me. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Your life flashes before you. Why? Because it's filled with snippets. And that was one of my bad experiences at 21. I mean, good God, I started my first business when I was 15. By the time I was 21, I had like 50 employees, 2 Corvettes, and just loving life. I mean, I wasn't afraid of anything. I mean, communist Yugoslavia, they took everything you had. They just gave you enough food to eat, made you feel like you could build your own house, made you feel like, oh, this is great. But the truth of the matter is, it's all fakeness, fake. They pretended that they're our saviors. Oh, yes. And so we're in the cold, freezing to death, while they are sitting in hot homes, sipping the best of wine and bourbons, whatever. And of course, they're eating caviar. But we'll protect you. You just keep sending us your money, and we, the government, will take care of you, small little you. And look throughout the land. I don't have to start talking about different communist countries because they'll probably go after me if I do. So I'll just say in general, hey, look at every communist country and you tell me which one succeeded. Think about it. Not one communist country or socialist country ever succeeded. Why? Because it goes against nature. Why in your right mind would you pay a heart surgeon the same wages as a farmer? There's no incentive. Why would I start working on hearts? I'll just go on the plow and we'll make the same amount of money. Yeah, no, it just doesn't work. And of course, usually they end up not having a bunch of food. Everything is always taken away from you just when you think you're ahead. And then they take that away from you too. Why? Because they have the power. The system is already rigged against us. And you go, well, no, not us today. Well, yes, today. Yeah, just look at your credit card. Visa, right? Oh, okay. MasterCard? Oh, okay. See, I have 2 options. But they're the same company. And you see on the microchip, right? Microchip. They know everywhere you are. Every time you purchase something. The system's rigged. And that's not a conspiracy theory. That's just a reality, right? It is. It's not a theory. It's reality. The credit cards are rigged against you so that you keep jogging on the treadmill, right? 30% interest. You're never going to make up 30% interest, right? Unless you win the lottery. Okay, maybe you'll pay off the credit cards. But winning the lottery is not as easy as it looks. I tried. I tried to win. It didn't work for me. I don't know. Maybe it'll work for you. But either way, you do get my point, right? I can't coach you by sugarcoating things. I have to tell you the reality. And the reality is, every time you sign up for that 30% credit card, it's already rigged against you. You will never be able to pay 30% every year. It's just really, really hard to do. So there's another life lesson right there. Limit your credit cards and try to get the 0% if you can. I mean, some don't have the good credit. That's okay. There's other options for you too, and we'll teach it, down the line in another series. But for today's series on, episode 1 is to get to the basics so that you understand all the principles that we teach will help you deal with your own reality. And then with my failed decisions and experiences, then you too can say, oh yeah, that Croatian coach told me to stay away from attorneys, and I'm just getting ready to sign my company over. Well, do it if you want to, but you just have to have the wording correctly. And that says that the money has to be deposited first. I'm not going to come chasing after you or taking you to court and making the lawyers rich. So you get my point. So we're going to deal with heart issues. We're not going to deal with cliches and statements about being positive. About as most positive as you're going to hear from me is that you have a choice, yes or no. It's your choice, yes or no. And yes, if you want to have a positive day and kind of overcome, because days are hard anyways, but one thing that I will tell you is that worked for me is I started saying things first thing in the morning, and then it all made sense. You know what? I'm going to have a magnificent Monday, right? That's simple. Just start off with saying, yep, I choose to have a magnificent Monday, no matter what. Then we move on to Tuesday, right? I'm choosing to have a terrific Tuesday. I'm choosing to have a wonderful Wednesday, thrilling Thursday, fantastic Friday, super Saturday, and then Spirit-filled Sunday, right? You can put whatever words encourage you, but that's about as most cliche as I'm going to get. You really have to be positive, and if that put a smile on your face, for heaven's sake, that's good. That's good, because you need to start off the day, no matter what kind of bad dreams you had, no matter what pressures, oh my God, I got to go to court to sue that guy. All those things, if you just start the day off in your hearts, meditating and saying, I choose to have a fantastic Friday. And as things come up, you'll say it again. Fantastic Friday. No, I'm not going to go negative. Fantastic Friday. So you get it? And it starts first thing in the morning. When you wake up, when you are ready to start dealing with today's line of things to do, if you stay focused on having a terrific Tuesday, having a super Saturday, first thing in the morning, deciding, yes, I'm not going to say no to this. I'm going to say yes. And I want to create a beautiful snippet so that when I look down 10 years from now and I look back, yes, I did say yes. Willingly, I chose to have a terrific Tuesday. And that really helped me along life's way. And then I can tell my children and their grandchildren, right? Yeah, come on. I want you to have a magnificent Monday, right? Whatever it is, you don't have to fear life, because no one asked us if we wanted to come to Earth and be here. But we do have a choice to make every day. Every day. I choose to be the Croatian coach, and I want to coach you to be the best version of you as possible, and that's my goal. We want to make you the best version possible so you in turn can go out and take the challenges of today, because they will come, and you can still choose to say, yes, I'm going to have a terrific Tuesday.